So with the Sawzall, we are gonna cut the most simple part of this install, getting that cross tube in. I was really worried it was gonna give me issues, but it went in a lot smoother than I was expecting. What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my name's Chris. Right behind me, this is the Fortune Taco. Drop a thumbs up and please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can see the future videos I make as well. Today, we are gonna be working on the rear end. So we're gonna be getting rid of these factory shackle hangers and replacing them with the DRT shackle hangers, along with the added on cross tube here. So we need to lift up the rear end. We are gonna have to disassemble the rear end of the leaf springs, at least get them removed from the shackle hanger here. So we need to do some cutting. We need to use an air hammer and pop out some of these rivets so we can get the factory hangers off. And then fortunately, once that work is done, which will be a little bit of a pain, the DRT hardware is all bolt on, so that will be a much easier process. Have all the parts laid out, all the tools that DRT recommends, quite a bit, but we need them for the job. Got a couple jack stands, and then I have my floor jack. The air compressor is gonna be running this air hammer when it comes time to pop out the rivets. We're gonna have to lift up the back end. I'm gonna do one side at a time, get this driver's side rear tire off, and then start working on just the driver's side. Once that's complete, we'll move over to the passenger side, and then obviously we'll do the cross tube as the third and final step. Let's get this thing jacked up, get the tire removed, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty of removing that factory hanger. So getting to the back side of the factory hangers is gonna be a lot easier with that spare tire gone, because obviously the spare tire is what's touching the factory hanger. So probably recommended to drop that before you lift up the truck. That would make that job a lot easier. With the driver's side rear tire off, we jacked up the truck. We placed jack stands under both sides. And then my jack point was the rear diff. I slowly brought that down, allowing this driver's side leaf spring to kind of flex out. What we're gonna do is remove the bottom bolt on the shackle hanger here. So then we can separate the leaf spring from the hanger. Jesus. With that back bolt removed, the leaf spring is disconnected from the hanger, but I'm realizing here it's gonna be too close for where I wanna cut this off. So I'm probably gonna remove this whole entire rear leaf. So with the Sawzall, we are gonna cut this portion of the hanger so we can take this whole bottom section out. Then it'll make easier access to getting those rivets out. Now we need to get these rivets taken out so we can get the rest of the hanger out of there. We need to get up in here and remove this upper portion. There's 2 rivets up in the top end, and there's gonna be 2 down in the bottom end. Pry the bottom side of this off the frame, and then the upper portion until we can get this bracket to separate from the frame. All right, so I had to keep going back and forth, trying to pry this off the frame, grinding it down and trying to get these rivets popped off. Somewhere in that back and forth, I forgot to click record on the very last time when I actually popped this thing off, and I just kept hammering it over and over again. It was able to kind of bend this way until it popped off and these two separated from the frame. Now we just need to clean up the frame so we can get the DRT hanger popped onto the truck. So I can tell you from experience, the process of getting the 4 rivets removed from the factory bracket is the biggest pain. Just want to be 100% honest with you. If you're going to end up doing this job, be prepared. Getting these rivets out is literally not fun at all. But I have all of them out now. So you can see hole there, and hole there, and hole there. Still have this clamp on here. As directed by DRT, it's a good idea to clamp where this X-frame connects to the frame, the chassis of the truck, while drilling out these 2 bottom holes, because this frame tends to move a little bit. If you clamp down on here, it will prevent this from moving and potentially damaging your drill bits. All 4 of these are drilled out to be a 1/2 inch hole, which will then take the hardware supplied by DRT to install their hanger in the factory position. What I'm gonna do now though is take the factory shackle off. We're gonna put the DRT one on, then we're gonna bolt up the DRT hanger, and we're gonna bring these 2 together. Those are off. Now, while I'm at this portion, DRT wants you to just pop their shackle on here. I'm gonna go a little extra step further because I think when I installed these bushings originally for my All Pro leaf pack, I don't think I greased these up correctly. So I'm gonna pop the bushings out, I'm gonna re-grease and pop those back in. Hopefully that's not too hard of a task. All right, so I got the bushings all greased up, removed all the parts, re-greased them all, and then put them back in. Now what we need to do is add the bushings to the DRT shackle. Another cool thing about this DRT shackle, there is a Zerk fitting on here for greasing. So after this install is done, if you need to do some upkeep and maintenance, you can apply grease to the inner portion of these bushings by using the Zerk fitting. So now we have the DRT shackle on the leaf pack. We want to get this leaf pack thrown back into the truck, so we can start to line everything up to get the DRT hanger put on the truck. When this goes up onto the truck, it's gonna go in this orientation. You can see the DRT logo would be facing to the back. There will be hardware for the hanger, 4 bolts, 8 washers, and 4 nuts. The bolts, there's gonna be a washer on either side of the frame for all 4 bolts. Each bolt is gonna be facing in towards the truck or up. So you don't wanna see the nuts, you don't wanna see threads or anything. From this point of view, where you can visually see the hanger, all the threads are gonna be up on the inside portion of the frame. Got the DRT hanger installed. Everything has been put back. Now we just need to go back through, double check that I've torqued every bolt, throw the tire back on. That will be complete for the driver's side. It's taken a lot longer than I expected, so it is gonna turn into a 2-day project on the truck. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put a pause on it for tonight, see if we can tackle the passenger side tomorrow and hopefully get this job complete tomorrow. All right, now it is day 2. And I'm gonna get the passenger side hanger knocked out today. I was thinking about it and there was one step, kind of an important detail I missed while doing the driver's side, and that is after you get the factory hanger completely taken off, it is a good idea to clean up the frame rail and spray paint, put some type of layer of protection down on that bare metal. I did not do that when I did this driver's side, so a little bit more of a pain on my end. I'm gonna have to take that off, get that pulled away from the frame so I can spray paint, do some touch up there, and then pop that hanger back on. I will make sure to not miss that step on the passenger side. I'm not really gonna go over much of the install here since they're the same thing, but then the last step will be adding that cross tube. Hopefully we can get that knocked out today, and then this install will be final and we'll be done with it. Let's get started on this. I'm gonna pretty much knock all this stuff out and meet back up with you guys once I'm getting to the painting portion. So I've started to make some progress on the passenger side. We have the whole factory hanger off. And you can see there's a little bit of surface rust in a couple of these areas. The other side had the same thing. But what I mentioned that I skipped yesterday, and I shouldn't have, cleaning this up a little bit and then putting some touch-up paint on that to prevent this rust from doing any further damage. So this is a flap disc on my grinder. Just gonna use that to kind of polish this up and clean it up a little bit, and then we'll do some spray paint on there and let it dry for a little bit before we continue. It was just a very, very light amount of some surface rust. Picked up a can of Rust-Oleum flat black paint. Yeah, I'm sure the Steal It would be a better product, but at the same time, anything is better than nothing. As long as you just put some paint on there. We'll let that dry, and then we will move on to getting the new bracket installed. So this is gonna turn into a 3-day install. I'm sure once I get through the install and this is all done and finished, I will really, really enjoy this upgrade. I will catch back up with you guys either tomorrow or the next day whenever I get to finishing up this install and I get to do that crossbar and finally say this is a job complete. So I will see you guys on part 3 when I'm getting that crossbar installed. All right. So I am now on the 3rd and what I hope to be the final day. Today should be the simplest part of this install. I've had one day off in between because I needed to catch up on some recovery because this job just kicked my butt. Hopefully it's not the same for you. But what we have today is the optional crossbar. So not every kit comes with this. You either get the hangers with the crossbar here or just the hangers. So if you did not get this, then your install is over. But if you got the crossbar, like I'd mentioned, this should be the easiest part of the install. This crossbar is gonna go in between both of the hangers, and it's also gonna attach to the X frame that's up under the bed here. By looking at this, on each of the hangers, there are 3 bolts that will align with the cross tube here. And then this upper section is gonna go towards the back of the truck. So there's the tow hitch, this is the rear end. It's gonna go on the back side of this X frame. And then that plate we had is gonna go here. And then that's how these 2 pieces are gonna sandwich this part of the X frame. And then the rest of our hardware attaches to each of the hangers. Now we have all of the hardware in. I'm gonna go ahead and start tightening it up. The most simple part of this install, getting that cross tube in, I was really worried it was gonna give me issues. Just slowly, one by one, gotta put those bolts in till everything aligns, then you can slowly start to pull it all together. So I would say just go off the method I did. As long as you start putting everything one by one, keeping everything nice and loose so it kind of can move around, shouldn't be too much of an issue. 3 days and the install is complete. I know it's gonna be worth it once I actually get to put this to use, take this thing off-roading, and test these things out. These 3 days kicked my butt. Not so much today. It's a little hot out here. Those first 2 days of actually installing the hangers, probably the most challenging thing I've done on the truck. And the main thing is the amount of work drilling through the frame. Obviously the leaf springs, I ran into an issue there of having to take them out one more additional time than I probably should have. And fighting with leaf springs is not fun if you've ever done that. Avoid the mistakes I made. Hopefully your install goes smoother and it won't take you as long. Maybe you can knock this out in 1 day, but I sure could not. That's gonna be it for this install in this video. This is the most difficult video I've had to make for the channel, so I really hope you can support the video. Drop a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I don't care if you have a question or if you don't, drop a comment, say anything, just leave a comment on the video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button so you can see when I make all future videos. I appreciate you sticking around. That's gonna be it for this video, guys.